Okay, so today is day 26 of my 42 days of Keto Chow experiment. Things are still going quite well. I'm doing the macadamia nut oil still. Let's see, I've got, what's today, Tuesday? I've got Wednesday and Thursday left, so 7 meals left of it. Kind of looking forward to switching over to coconut oil. I think it's going to be much better. Once again, the macadamia nut oil just really strongly tastes of macadamia nuts, like so much so that it gets old really quick. I did open up one of the bottles of coconut oil just to smell it to see if. So MCT oil doesn't smell like anything. The Carrington Farms liquid coconut oil that you can get at most grocery stores, that doesn't really smell like anything either. And I was assuming that the stuff that I got from Piping Rock that I'm using wouldn't smell, and it does. It smells slightly of coconut oil. So that'll be interesting. If it tastes really weird and I just don't like it at all, I might switch over to the Carrington Farm stuff on the first day. We'll see. Anyway, today I spent almost all the day working on the packaging for Keto Chow 2.1. Just there's a slight change in the nutrition information for the protein powder that we're going to be using, and so I had to go through and redo all the ones that I can do. We're still waiting on 3 flavors, so as soon as we get those, then we can start production and the whole deal. Um, anyway, so yeah, been working on that. Speaking of packaging, this just came to mind again. The packaging that we use for the samples of Keto Chow 2.0, that's done in a stick pack configuration. It's very much like the little you tear off the top of a little package and dump it into your water. Um, that's actually the same sort of packaging line that is on the samples of Keto Chow 2.1. And we did that because when we first started off, we had very small production runs. Um, and they could handle those on the little stick pack lines, and it wasn't a big deal. The way that we're doing it now, we're doing much larger batches at a time, and so doing those at stick pack doesn't really make any sense. So we can go to a different form factor, which if you've ever gotten an individual, kind of square protein powder package, the individual ones, and you just tear off the top and you dump it in. That's what we're going to be going to. Now, we're still going to be using the same foil packaging. I looked into using a thinner a film. You've got films, you've got foils, you've got plastic. I guess that's film as well. And because a guy that I was trying to get to do my packaging is like, hey, why are you going with this really thick stuff? That's like way overkill. You could save a whole bunch of money by going with this opaque white plastic instead. But the more I researched it, I found out that if I went that route, the samples, instead of having it's like a 1 to 2 year shelf life before oxygen starts getting through. Now the vitamins don't last 2 years, but the protein powder is just fine for 2 years in one of those. That's the vitamins not lasting quite that long is only an issue if you're doing Keto Chow for 3 times a day. So if you happen to have old Keto Chow and it's like 2 years old, as long as you're not doing it for all of your meals, don't worry about it. If you are doing it for all of your meals, then you are not getting enough vitamin K, some vitamin Bs, and vitamin E and A. But anyway, so the thick film. I'm sorry, the thick foil, because the stuff that we use it's not a metallized film, where they basically sprayed on metal to keep the oxygen out as far as a barrier. It's an actual very, very thin piece of metal. And the way that you can tell whether it's a film or a foil. If you take a film and you kind of crumple it up, it just lays back flat again. If you take a foil and you bend it, it stays that way, which is the way that the Keto Chow samples are now and the way they're going to be in the future, because it's a better packaging. It's better for you, better for me, it just lasts longer, and so that's what we're going to go with. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about today. So yeah, tomorrow's day 27. Catch you later.